This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
I'm Tom Stiles, Assistant Director, Bureau of Water at KDHE. Water quality is the name of our game, and given that Kansas is such a rural state, so heavily steeped in the agriculture economy, we're talking with farmers to find ways that we can work toward common goals of improving our water quality while recognizing they maintain a healthy bottom line with the investments they make on their landscapes. In the past 5 to 6 years, the blue-green algae or cyanobacteria have become much more prolific in many of our reservoirs and our lakes. We see them almost every summer now in over 20 of our lakes of all sizes. Probably our biggest problem area has been Milford Lake, where the blooms that have appeared each summer have been very persistent and extend well into the fall. They disrupt the recreation use of the lake. They hamper the ability of the price fishery there in the lake of being able to proliferate, and they impart problems to the drinking water that Milford helps supply along the Kansas River. But even more so, one other thing that's emerging is that these blooms, because of their nature in terms of how they look and how they smell, have impacted the quality of life of the communities along the lake, towns like Milford and certainly Wakefield that have suffered for at least for the last 2 summers because of the high density of the blooms that we've seen on the upper part of the lake. That has become a very powerful impact on our local communities that almost goes beyond just the classic sense of water quality, but affecting Kansas' way of life as well. The best thing about the blue-green algae is it's pretty visible. It's not like anything you would typically see in the course of there. It looks like a paint, someone dumped paint on your pond, or it's a scum. Certainly there's smells associated with it. Sometimes they smell kind of almost like diesel-y in nature. When you're encountering that sort of thing, it's pretty simple to get a water sample, and the K-State vet school has been very, very good at quickly analyzing it and letting the landowner or the ag producer know, yeah, you've got blue-green there. If that's the case, move the cattle, livestock away from that as your water supply until well past that bloom has crashed out, and maybe there's been a chance to flush some of those toxins out of there. But K-State has offered for a number of years now resources to help inform our ag producers in terms of the state of and quality of their livestock watering supplies. We have a very robust website that touches on the blue-green algae issue there. It tracks what lakes are currently afflicted by these blooms, as well as give background information in terms of what the blooms are, what their hazards and dangers are, what you should look for, and generally how to best deal with them, whether you're someone recreating in the lake or you're going to use the lake for livestock watering, etc. But there's a wealth of information there that can be found at the KDHE website.
It's time, the Great Bend Farm and Ranch Expo, April 5th, 6th, and 7th in Great Bend, Kansas. 700 booths filled over 80 acres of exhibits. Dale Brisby, the 6th and 7th at 1 o'clock, sponsored by American State Bank. Find all your livestock equipment needs, precision tillage equipment at the Great Bend Farm and Ranch Expo. Free admission, free parking. Corporate sponsors American Hat Company, Great Bend Co-op. Go to starexpos.net. That's April 5, 6, 7. You don't want to miss it.